fellow people of the United Nations Trust Territory of the British Southern Cameroon. Una welcome for this platform for the No Kunny Talk Show. Una advocacy platform where they advocate for specific policy them for help the Amazonian revolution for independence, make it go smoothly and make we reach our goal for independence as quick as possible. Una welcome for this new edition for the No Kunny Talk Zone. Now a new Facebook platform this way we don't open up because Facebook it don't launch a whole war against Amazonia there platform them for suppress our viewership, for intimidate our activists and for make sure say make we no get that moral, make it affect our moral for be able to communicate our people. And then time I'm in a strategic moment where like Republic to Cameroon they want carry on their alien election for our territory. So once more, I welcome all again for this platform. The new Facebook pages we will create them. We could use this one, our major Facebook page, when the Capo Daniel main one, I think it get close to 30,000 followers. Them that one it be suspended for I think over 20 days. The other one the will be done open and will be using like secondary platform them. Facebook done just completely block them up so that will not use them. So, but anyhow, we need for the trial, we'll see it for Facebook, for WhatsApp, but all these type of tactics, it really affect our morals and our ability to communicate with our people. A lot of people that for ground zero, they complain because they see like a blackout for we Amazonian activists them. But we fear understand right now, say Abdul Karim also be on live, but now about 4 o'clock for morning time for Hong Kong, about 8 o'clock for Amazonia time. So I could just go ahead for do this presentation so that I feel leave behind a digital footprint where any man if he can look and back. We feel people they feel they always go to and forth from various platforms that for get information and for be motivated for our revolution. So una be welcome. As una know today na number 19 day for the month of February 2020. My name na Capo Daniel Lukong, Sense Pass King, your Amazonia, FBI. Your vanguard for the revolution, your truth teller, the one way to make sure say make all una get una right for access for information and forget say me our revolution they be whole to account for make sure me all things that go for the right place. So today we get a lot of things that we put on for una, including the diplomatic mission, the way they go on, the incident way it go on for Ngarbuh. So we expect say a lot of people that go watch our link, will share the link later, and we'll also try to reduce the video and the audio sharing for WhatsApp and for other platforms. Them better una know what target that always be the 1% most smartest people, and we know say Amazonia people that go always somehow get information as much as they could try to get them. So all man will be welcome for here. We will start normally with our national anthem as we always do, and then after we go play a song, we will feel welcome any man for place with a day, and then so we could do and we will get directly for our presentation. We get a lot of things that we present, and today we will present for now within a short while. So all man be highly welcome for house. For Europe now almost evening time too. For America, I sure say na night time for America. Almost though they get for their midnight now or something like that. But anyway, we did any place all man they as salute una very well. So we will start with our national anthem. I will go for ground zero. We could join our people for the 1st of October for 2017 with time where they will give them mandate for this our revolution. So maybe we'll go back for the and then we would join them through the video recordings the way we get them from that period. So yes, now our people in this ground zero.
Fontem, Lebialem, and Menzi precisely. They are moving from the central deal to the SDO. You can see them in numbers, more than 5,000 people here. They are moving to the SDO, yes. Of which the SDO has ordered its military people, respecting the people and by sending down the flag of the Republic of Cameroon. You can see them. Like you can see them. They are uncountable in their numbers. You can see. Yourself. It's being led by women singing song of liberation. That they must leave their territory. You can see them moving ahead. Moving. This is the population with their flag or with their peaceful plan. Peaceful
We're not going
march
to take the moment
past.
to
You
see
can see
them
the population
as
that
we
are
go to get
ongoing
inside.
to the
I
SDO's
welcome
office.
you,
To the SDO
Gabrielle.
office. You can look at them
Edison, you're
in
welcome in the
numbers
house.
uncountable. They are going on their numbers. Look at your people going. The SDO office. I don't know what they are going there to do. But with these numbers, we can see that the people are really fighting for their freedom. Look at them in numbers. Look at them in numbers. With children not in their presence. Nobody is among these people less than 20 years of age. Look at them in numbers.
So as the commentator they talk, now image is then out for ground zero where the people then rise up on the 1st of October 2017 for demand for their independence. They be marched all across Amazonia, then go for the Fonds Palace, then go for all their so-called parliamentarians and senate to their house, then go demand, say me then withdraw from La République du Cameroon. Say the union will get them for La République du Cameroon, it done broke for way enough to be repaired again. The one be follow na La République du Cameroon their decision for ban the consortium, where be been a civil society, their group where they be gathered and for bring all the market people, bring the teacher them, bring the lawyer them, they be bring all the various sector them for inside the southern Cameroon, their civil society, meaning can present the problem the way we be face and when they be been as symptoms them. For since we come up from Nigeria, we can't join Cameroon, we be the suffer them. Instead for La Republic for listen for we, but they need to treat we like normal state party will be join the union. They need to respect our right as a state party. They need to respect our right for articulate. They need to respect our right for organize. So they be ban the consortium, arrest the leader the way they be negotiate with them because they don't feel so will be equal with them. They don't feel so will get right for organize ourselves. They don't feel so will get right for political participation. So because of all those breaches, for the 56 years who would be with La Republic illegally, where they never respect we for get into a union treaty, they treat we like a captive people, they need to give investment for our territory, they don't make them all our people that don't run come up for that country. So our people then decide saying at time for we for withdraw. And when we see for ground zero, now the mandate that way the people they began, now why that would speak on behalf of them, because for ground zero they know if stand and talk for themselves where they know they face death and the threat for their families them as we see how it go off Amazonia. So once more, all now welcome. We will always start for remind ourselves why would they for here for place who did it today. So I want to salute all man for any place who did. Now time for me for salute now before we get inside our presentation for today. As usual, we will start with the music for welcome all man. Any place where you just type your name, you type your community. I go fit play on one music for salute una for welcome una for house. So my play some song for now. So welcome for house. I want to salute Prince Beto, Lazette, Big Mami. You be welcome. Welcome for house and welcome all man ready for house. Now a new platform this. So I go request when I make gonna help with for share. Gabriella and Edison, you be welcome. So we'll get a lot of things today for present them. A lot. We will talk about the reaction for the international community following the Gabu massacre we happened for Ndonga Mantung. Oh. And I'm going to mistake stop the music with a sorry. So when I welcome for house today, I salute all man. When I help us share the link so that we will get a more interactive presentation today. We'll be in serious mourning for the death of our children, our women, our pregnant mothers who were killed by La Republique du Cameroon armed forces for inside the state of Ndonga Mantung. So Edison, Gabriella, I salute you, and all of our house, I salute you now. And Yeah, we get a lot for presenter. I will do them very fast so that man no go walk late. But we get a lot for presenter today. So all man be welcome. I welcome all now for all across Amazonia. We get a lot. So maybe this song will finish. We will cut them. Yeah, because yeah, so we will just stop that music halfway today. We'll not get enough time, so we'll try for rush so that make enough of a bit long. Then all man go fit try for fit get the information what they do them properly. So I go now give me a moment so that I feel follow and for my. But anyway, we did any place to all man they got. Sorry, I need to just get my phone ready so that I feel the monitor the chatting so that if any person come in a la Republic agent, we can watch and for try for hijack the comment section. I feel try for block the person as well. So all man be welcome. Gonna keep on comments them civil. And this platform na a platform for critical thinkers, na a platform for free thinkers, na a platform for the 1% of smart Ambazonians. So if you did for here, be ready for be challenged, be ready for go out of your box, out of your comfort zone, be ready for enter inside the no talk zone where they see the things them for the way we did, and we try for push forth this good ideas them, good strategy them for help our struggle may be smooth. And we also try for assist for push the agenda for independence through the various movement and the various initiatives. Then we will then consult for bring and for owner, and for also give an update about the progress where they go, about the state of the revolution, give an in-depth look and access to information as soon as deserve them as citizens of Amazonia. So once more, I want to take time for welcome all now for this show again, and for thank you for be patient. Facebook done really affect our morals because every time we did suppress our shows for deny we access for Facebook, it really disturb we personally and it really broke our morals. But we did it for stand up, we do strong for make sure say make we do our best for give the voice for ground zero, because ground zero enough it talk the way it supposed to talk. When I know say the war a day for day now under occupation, so I say day. So once more, all man be welcome today for this platform for this new edition. We will go straight for our presentation without much ado. So all man at the urge for share the link and for inform other people them about this new Facebook page. While we wait for mid time in case we will go continue for use the other one way they don't block them for 20 days. The other Facebook they will be open them for try for use them. Facebook just delete them completely, including all my information, all my contacts, all my media content for day. So it be unfortunate. But wata we need to continue. We need to continue to look other ways and because we don't get no option. So my country people them, wanna welcome again once more. And I salute all my way there for us. I want to salute Reasa. I don't just see you don't enter. I don't see also NS Kumda enter for house. And all una day and all my way go can watch them. I salute una and all my way go listen and for WhatsApp also I salute una. And I salute all our people the way they go through the pains for this colonial treatment we they get them from La Republic during this time for our resistance. As America people then talk, freedom is not free, and more we realize them every day. Say for true. Thing where people they be ask them, say we separate, make we get independence. That thing will be highly costly, and the price we would pay, and the people the way that already sacrificed their life, we owe for them our allegiance, as our national anthem talk, our allegiance to our hero that bore the lands with their blood, our allegiance to General Mba Ivor and all those who have gone ahead of us, to Julius Akum and all those who have paid the ultimate price, and those who are in prison, those who have stayed back home, those the way they close their shop every day for say they want for demand independence. Our allegiance now for them for make sure say we'll do everything, make this struggle reach for a expectant end when independence and outright separation from La Republic to Cameroon. So all na be welcome. Now the agenda that will push them for here, and we will push them every day as God they give we the strength. So we now see the death way that happen for inside the state of Ngokitunja, for inside Ngarbuh village, for inside Ngokitunja, when I don't see the death way like Republic du Cameroon, they don't come massacre our people them, killing as early as 4 months old picking them, killing over 14 of the picking they be below age or be below 20 years old. Young picking them as 6 months old also be there for day, 6 years old be there for day. Primary school picking them, they execute them all. So at the one time for bring up this presentation today for tell now exactly which way it happen. Make una sabi say na the new tactics wey la Republic du Cameroon they ran deploy them for use a joint forces. No be only la Republic du Cameroon their force they come because previously they realize and say the Ambazonian the way they say for their military they need to even trust them enough for give them responsibility and for guide their forces them within our zones. So now they don't recruit militias them where they work alongside with them. Unfortunately, Ambazonian they no be the pay attention when we report this issue them as usual. Irandele na a modus operandi for Ambazonia. They need to listen. They need to hear 12. Primarily because many of our activists them they spend time now for build their platform. If some news come out come now directly for them, they no go talk about them. Even if it go be a news we go help Ambazonia or not. It don't be now nothing where they be career them for social media, be career them for kind thing them. They need to do things them the right way. When I remember I been bring this news where it come off for boom. And very few activists, I think except from those who they support the egg of C, they don't approach me for get more information or even approach the people them for boom for get more information. But the thing where that happened today for Ngarbuh, no be the first one where that happened. The only thing where it be different now, and I say the international community, the CIAM and the publicity be high because it happened for Ndonga Mantung. But the attack where it happened for Ngarbuh, no be the first one. Now number 4 attack with the same group of La République du Cameroon, their militia, we including their forces, them where they do a joint attack, they don't do them. So I want to remind una and I will take them true by true and for talk say we need for begin be vigilant, for begin no be just follow na entertainment because this struggle no be entertainment. Every time we will get the credibility, we will not always be right for stand on the truth. We'll talk something we need for take them for the highest order. Because now the only way that will be effective and we will make sure say things like this one that may not begin happen. I be done talk for Ambazonia, the plan way it happened for inside our territory by the occupation forces behind the curtain. Behind the curtain in the most enclave places them for Ambazonia. La République du Cameroon, they don't gather forces them made of Mbororo youth, right from Womb, Ndu, from Banso, bring them including someone then right from Nigeria. Their base of operation is then for Fonfuka, for Boom. The workers set up roadblocks them, control place them, the same like police. La République du Cameroon, their army, they don't give them even uniform. This attack where it happened for Ngarbuh, if it start na right for Boom, for some place where the small village where they call and say Boa Boa. Unfortunately, that place they no ever get internet, get network even for telephone. People they go stand up for here for day before they call, before they send WhatsApp. So mobile phone, even be popular, be plenty for that place. And a few people that they get mobile phone, then people they come to town can buy things them. So we don't see them now. Now one of the picture and this way come up for Boom. When I see the one like news resettlement camp them where they be go bomb them or the refugee them for the survivor them for like news where they be stay for those camp them from Kimbi camp, Boa camp, go right for Ndang and see all those small villages them. They run bomb all their house them. This La République du Cameroon, their militia them be over 500 of them. Them be so many because they don't gather the one they right from Ndop, Sabga. All these Fulani youth them way they no begin work. They don't bring them all because they be first try for use them for instigate a religious war for inside Ambazonia. Work. We don't see how they use them for inside Womb. So then gather them all, them bring them for inside Boom because na place where it be enclave, na place where market for cattle market they start na for that side. So ever get trader them from outside. For inside that area, na only Boom people then did it, and most of the need of our worker come for outside because of bad road. So now they don't go build their base. Then they for they together with La République du Cameroon their troops them. They don't stay for they now they chop now they arrange their things them before they come on go launch operation them for womb, launch operation them for Sabga, and then come back for day. Those Fulani people them be gathered by Ndawara. Now Ndawara bring those Fulani people them. Ye get own agenda for them for try for take farmlands and for that area so that cattle they go fit get more grazing area. While La République du Cameroon them their agenda na for use them for kill Ambazonia their civilians them so that it go broken their morale and then they go give up their quest for independence. So now wait till that way it happen. When I see the video for the first attack where it be happen, it be been of some small village for inside Boaboade, the recorder place na so I don't forget the name. I be done share some of the picture them, then cut the head of people them for you them. I get some of the picture them for here. But I think I only me for once more I go salute me for, even though I be very critical of her because sometimes them when it don't get images from La République, it go post them without any verification, and sometimes they publish things the way it be hard on us. You need to be balanced because say we know say I no go further because na time we would appreciate a good job we don't do. We don't do an outstanding job. For we our priority na say me Ambazonia people them their voice be heard. We know they care about politics, who they up, who they down. No, our priority in our revolution and our people them. So one time me for say na only ye one out of all Ambazonian them for publish that news. Na only ye one be there for that news, and I think some few activists the way they support AGC. And so other activists in the way, if no be news we go where them feel control them, we go be saying that them be the first person for report them, they no go do anything. Even if that news go, that's an important thing we go save we. They no go do them because they are important na their popularity, na their control for show say power. Me. Anyway, that one no it not be important. But when I need to know so that when I go to put them pressure, me they do the right thing for put Ambazonia first. So now the image is for the people that for people the way they be done first attack them by this group for militia them. We will give you more details about what will happen for inside Ngarbuh. So now the image and that for the first attack will be happen. They be done first launch attack for inside Boaboa. The first attack will be for inside Boaboa. After they be key some one Fulani boy again, then launch a second attack for inside that same Boaboa village, burn the entire village for Boaboa and Kimbi, burn even their funds palaces them. All the older two villages they be loot them. They enter, broke all store them, broke all shed them for market, carry all in them, put them inside police their van them. La République be give them transportation, take and go them back for their base for inside Boaboa. They move all antenne parabolic for inside Kimbi and Boaboa. Move all the solar panels them for all houses them. Burn houses them. Now the thing that way they do one for day. The second time they will be identify the leader for that group. It will be na some one Bororo boy they call Musa Bala. The Musa Bala they be done succeed. The forces the way they for inside boom day. They call them the Red Seas of Ambazonia. They be done succeed launch an attack. Then shoot the Musa Bala and shoot their head. For the group, the militia men, the way La République they use them, the Bororo people them, where they use them. They don't shoot those two of them, but then still be strong. They don't recover. The gun, they know be a strong gun them. General Efang will be done reach out for General Efang of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. They be supposed to provide them some weapons, but in our camp, some few people they don't make some donation for those forces them. We try for see what our feet, how if we do reach for equip them more. We don't try for give them the day for training. We don't try to help them as much as we fit, but the things them they need more help. We need to do our best for help those forces them also for inside Boom Day and most of those other forces them. So now the thing that will happen. So we'll go straight for this attack, this massacre. We go for Ngarbuh and for give una the diplomatic things the way to go on. Make una sabi way to way it happen and the way forward regarding this particular issue. So I want to also first of all, first talk about this issue again for confirm them because plenty time the war nobody agree say La République du Cameroon to use militia them. But we don't see I'm saying an example this for the one way they for inside Nkambe will be opened by this La République du Cameroon agent Ngala Gerard. Now person will be wanted any Ambazonian for any place we did the need for arrest as soon as possible. na the new partic akema then that way then dey for Ambazonia. Na the group this na the militia then this way la Republic du Cameroon they use them. They dress the same like Amber Boy them, but they work for Cameroon government hand in hand with the Cameroon military for kill our people them, for commit atrocity, for kidnap people them, for try for frame Ambazonia them. Like na they work do those kidnapping them. I wanna go see in line saying that the same thing way happen for inside the great state of Ndonga Mantung, where they try for use this militia them together with their own army for go attack our population for disguise and hide their atrocity them. When I go hear also from interview way Mimimi for Igiam with the duo way they for Ndonga Mantung how they try for frame for give that same story when La Republique du Cameroon their storyline. So now the militia forces and this now the one way they for instance Cambe the Mbororo one they will never get any image because the guy them be very wild, the population they fear them, but we don't get eyewitness testimony them, we don't get encounter with them by our forces and the survivor them for that attack from Ngarbuh they don't also testify. So the war now it is no way to war be down already the talk and we will stand together with the people them. Now one of the survivors in this for that attack, a pregnant woman we done lost a woman a pikin because they be caught the woman too, but they be feel say don't die, but he don't survive. Will be very happy and want announce for the Ambazonia people and say the United Nations, their staff, the way they be the struggle for go reach for talk for the woman where they be stop them, me they not get access for inside Ngarbuh, they don't finally talk for the survivor, so the war they know exactly which way it happen. The UN would see say before would try to get more information why they be very silent, but it they like say according to some of their inside that the world don't talk for them be on strict protocol with the Cameroon government, so they not be allowed to make certain type of political statements them. Now either way during their interview, their rapporteur for they because we'll be here interview grant for BBC, will be concerned say they not be the stand for talk exactly which way they happen, but it show like say their mission before they want allow them be the enter for inside Ambazonia through Cameroon their authority, they be done guarantee say they not go use some kind of statement for inside Ambazonia. So now wait till that way it happen. So we'll inform you exactly which way it happen at the survivor that the picture will happen for inside Ngarbuh. We also want to talk say we need to be very very vigilant. That group of militia men when I see the CNN also it don't report them because the American they get very good intelligence for on the ground for which way it happen. Not be only Cameroon their army they work now for inside our territory. They work together with militia men them. That means say this militia them, this particular one that they will be involved, it be made up of primarily Mbororo people them. Now Mbororo youths them where they don't recruit them for day. It no mean say now the whole Mbororo community they support them, but they don't work as select Mbororo people them for all over. So one and they come up from Cambe, so one and they then come up for Womb, so one and they then come up right for Sabga, so one and they then come up for all over. They stay for inside for Fuka for boom day na their base that for the corner the gendarmerie way they for corner market for the our people then they for they monitor them, we don't put out this information, but unfortunately it be way to it be people that not be taken seriously until you don't can reach for here. They be also done attacks on small village where they call and say na Fang, that village it na in the border between the state of Menchum and Boyo, in between Boom and Menchum Day. That small village they call and say Fang. These same people they be don't go attack and for them with La Republique du Cameroon, their troops, and they actually carry the inside Cameroon army motor them. Then go for them burn that palace, the fun palace, they kill I think over 19 people them. No man ever talk about and will talk for the Presbyterian church that passed away there for the Buame will give a name or release the audio. Maybe give you the same information. They kill the people them bury some of them alive, like how we see the example way there for Ngarbuh, La Republique du Cameroon. You don't dig this grave, if you dig this grave, but they also be those militia men they be buried some of the people them alive for day. So the attack for Ngarbuh na number 4 attack where it happen, where they do the same thing. This time it be popular only because people they don't hear. But we need to know, so we need to continue to take one for all for one. Anything will happen for one person is supposed to happen for all man. So now the thing that will happen, we want to take this opportunity for also alert the Ambazonia people and say that same militia together with the Cameroon army, their task force where they work at key people, then they commit the massacre, then be on their way currently now for Ngwa. Ngwa na some small village where it be border for Banso. They don't dey for some camping for around that area already. They don't withdraw from Ngokitunja. They don't go now for Ngwa together with La Republic du Cameroon. So one for put all Ambazonia people them for that Ngwa place. Me or them be alert. Me or them take precaution for hide themselves for place away. They not be easily spotted. Me then come out for all house the way they have corner road. Then go for their farmhouses. Then for hide against this La Republic du Cameroon. Their militia will be in a joint forces with La Republic du Cameroon. Their army. Now, excuse my voice. I want to take exception for thank Mimi for her bravery and her service. She has always been speaking the truth right from ground zero, but we'll be very worried because we see she come out go for America. We don't know what they be giving us some position because it happen. No, it happen. Man, they know. But our job now for always make sure so we stand on behind of the suffering people. Therefore, make sure say anytime we person they go out of line, will put the person pressure, will criticize, no be for condemn, will criticize, no be for destroy, but will criticize now for protect the Ambazonian integrity. Now why that will criticize me for, but we'll be so happy, and I want to congratulate her for taking this issue of Ngarbuh so strongly for the international community and the international press for make sure say me all man here. Now the thing is so the talk say Ambazonian na Ambazonian. Make all we always know. Even the one the way they for inside La Republic du Cameroon, their government, na so our people them. When I be see say even Yanis Kawa, where he don't take side with the enemy, he don't chop money. Even time where they be put say me stand talk in front of the international community. So small Ambazonian spirit for inside he come out. Now either when I see say La Republic du Cameroon, they get some person where stand for a corner, they make sure say me must talk only two way the right time. Because Ambazonia na Ambazonia. Una need for another one. Now why that would talk say me no man no ever can stand talk say me then go kill another Ambazonia. All we now one at the end of the day. We need to clean out ourselves, yes. But we will do they know say Ambazonia then get equal right and we'll get all we will get love for our country. Because even Yannick Kawa, he go talk sute go talk pass, he start talk the truth. So maybe we always get that one for our head as Ambazonian them. First say all we now one. No man no be Ambazonia pass another one. But we need to be make sure so we protect the integrity. So would I even see one also thank Senator Kimeng. Senator Kimeng now the only senator where he can talk about this issue, saying a genocide. Would I see say most of the them begin realize themselves that they talk. We saw all those people the way they become say we saw all those people the way they become for that area say that the one can represent those our population for election. Now give me a minute, ma block this. Ma block some one agent we don't come for the only senator we can talk about this issue saying a genocide. No, sorry for that mistake. Yeah. So would I see say Senator Kimeng he don't stand he talk plenty people they don't talk. Some person they complain Mimi for is not doing anything great. No, at this moment she's doing great. She's doing great job to publicize our issue. We must recognize that and encourage that. Otherwise, we will isolate everybody. Our criticism now always for good, for build things them, now for point out mistake them, for bring things and make things and they find, maybe for destroy. We love me for and he know that one very well. So me, any man they understand say even for America, for civilized country them, they try for they always criticize people them for build, not before destroy. So make our people they make we wise. Make we not accept criticism and debate. Debate no be attack. Debate no mean I say you the oppose. You must be able for appreciating way even your rival or person where you know they for your group if you do and when are the right thing you need for be able for be capable for accept them and for encourage them. Otherwise, you know we win. No man no fit do everything by himself. We need for another one. So the one and no Kunny talk, we know they do Kunny for here and we know the fear. We stand will be bold and will be stand like vanguard for stand for talk only the truth and for challenge all man way they come against our people them. Now our job that. So we congratulate me for and we encourage me continue for the do that way. And encouragement for all man way they for inside Ambazonia say we na fit stand up for our country. We don't see even Fabrice Lena, the secretary for PAP party, he don't talk say me opposition party then me then send a complaint for the International Criminal Court against Mr. Paul Biya for crimes against humanity for that Ngarbuh attack. Now very good initiative that. We don't also see say Radak when a network for for defense of human rights for the Central Africa. They don't talk say the 36 people the way they die for inside Ngarbuh na a criminal, na a crime, na a war crime. They need for referral for the International Criminal Court. We want thank Barrister Alice Akum for way down talk say Cameroon government need for declare ceasefire and stop the fighting and their operation the inside Amazonia for make sure say me this thing enter for negotiation stage. We need for thank them. We also don't hear the word with the United Nations Human Rights High Commissioner for Refugee, Rupi Civil. He don't also talk say all the militia. He don't also accept say na 40 militia them, 40 militia men them for La République du Cameroon and militia, including Cameroon military people them. They will carry out that attack. They call for impartial investigation, but one talk say a criminal no fit investigate a crime. A party to a crime no fit investigate a crime. Now the time for the international community for set up a fact-finding mission for go inside Amazonia, investigate all these crime against humanity and war crimes where Cameroon government and their military men and their militia they commit them against our own people, for make sure say they go bring Mr. Paul Biya for criminal international criminal court, and Amazonia go finally get justice for the international system. We also see say even for inside France, the colonizer, our big colonizer for France, we see say one of their MP, Mr. Sebastien Nadot, he don't talk say the French constitution. He talk say French then give a stand for human rights and human dignity, and we see say all those type of words them it come na success for Amazonia. It go raise our issue for a way they fit solve them, for make sure say me the killing for our people then stop, and the aspiration for our people they go be met, and the justice for Southern Cameroon go come, so that we go feel live peace without worrying say any generation go through the same things the way would go inside. Dr. Cho Ayaba also he don't talk say they go send a delegation for OMPO for see how they fit push this thing for the international system, for make sure say me justice is there for our people them. I go try for play some from some of the audio for Dr. Cho is a message we gam regarding this issue. He also talk say na a genocide, na a systematic killing of our people. But first me go see the more hear the short excerpt for the Dr. Cho.
Number two, we are making sure that we declare Amazonia as an endangered people. In this light, because Cameroon has used brutality, genocide, with the aim of wiping us off the surface of the earth, it is important that the international community invoke various protection principles to protect the Amazonian people as an endangered people. We will be reaching out to different institutions of the international system to make sure we call their attention to the plight of our people and the policies of Cameroon that continuously make sure we are eliminated from the face of the earth.
So Dr. Cho Ayaba, the revolutionary leader of Amazonia, he gave a very powerful speech, and they have sent a delegation, a very strong delegation that will be led by Dr. Larry, who is the Secretary of State of the AGOFC. They will be going to some offices in Europe to make sure that the international community is aware that this is not just an action, an incident, but this is a part of a systematic approach by the Cameroon military to eliminate Amazonians, to reduce our population, and use the killing of our people as a means to suppress our political aspiration for independence. It is a war crime, it is systematic, and La République du Cameroon needs to be called to the book. So one thank Dr. Cho Ayaba for that good initiative, and we hope say the mission will be successful and our people they go get their justice. So now the very important things that we need for know. We also hear say we don't hear say for the interview way me for a duam with the deal Fundu, the colonial deal Fundu. He also talk exactly the same mundus operandi way La République du Cameroon they work under. How be that the lie way they done they talk and consistently, because that way that attack it happened. Me for he call the deal for inside Ndu. The deal he talk for he say he did so La République du Cameroon, their military people, they no be even there for inside Ngarbuh. Say they no be get the military people them. He talks in the Ambazonian forces them. They become for they then dress like La République du Cameroon, their military, then go attack that place. Now the same lies way La République du Cameroon then they talk for the diplomatic core way there for Yaoundé and for the international community. Say anytime we then see house they be born, La République go talk say no, na Ambazonian forces they dress the same like their army, then go burn places them. They dress the same like their army, go kill people them. So that they go fit use them for diplomacy for get independence. But we thank God say the one now, na a moment way, na an eye-opening moment for the international community for know exactly what will happen. Now why that would they give credit for Mimimi for because na a good job we don't do am. He don't use a credibility when Atinda will want them as an Ambazonian for speak the truth and establish the truth. The one of the thing will be the expectant from people like Kadinatumi, people like Frundi, people like Kawala, and all those so-called elites where they don't benefit from the population of Ambazonia for their popularity, their career, and their platform. It will be at their place for the so-called elites for establish for the international community, say Cameroon government, the key our people. But around here, Kadinatumi then begin the change talk, the toxic thing that they become better. We see say na La République du Cameroon. Na only Ambazonia and them way La République du Cameroon then use them for make sure say they suppress the thing where it happens so stay with them for place where they. And many times we talk but people they need to believe we. Say La République they succeed now only because of enablers. When I remember the time where they kill Baby Mata and many of the killing where the international community they one stand for begin talk about the issue them for solve the issue them. The person where La République du Cameroon be use them for convince them. Say no be a genocide, it be happen, it be na Agbobala. And many times when I need to believe, may I play even this video. May I play this video during one of the interview where he stand for talk make una hear so that when I go be una go know exactly what it happen, it go establish on our mind. And when we talk about things, we go know exactly why we talk about.
Look at the people who were living in Bamenda, Kumba, and Boya going to East Cameroon. And it defeats our argument of a genocide. For those who use genocide on social media, how can you be running away from a genocide and you're going to the place controlled by the genocide there?
So that one Agbobalana for sit tell na exactly how we don't get to a place who they. Not be because say we need the fight for talk our plight, but because La République du Cameroon always get Ambazonian the way them be willing. Ambazonian them be where them be willing like Abobala for can stand for talk about the narrative for La République du Cameroon one time. For can stand for give justification. For can stand for cover up. We be see Antawe Patricia Scotland he become visit Ambazonia, he can visit La République. They be carrying na only Ambazonia and they go talk for the woman, for lie the woman, say no be thing way it happen, no be genocide they go on, na just an internal matter, na just few people them would even hear say Abobala still present himself like the head for the consortium. We see yes na the same thing when I see how international media they publish and say one of the representative of the struggle Abobala when I go feel say na mistake na typing error. No, we need for to take all those things them very very seriously. Now, so La République du Cameroon, they suppress them, they talk, they cry, they go up. Our people, they suffer for ground zero. They ask and say why the international community is silenced. It is because of people like this. My batteries almost can't die for this for this computer. So I go try for do faster for finish my presentation. So we see exactly how La République du Cameroon they succeed. So the DO for Ndu, he can't talk you on say na La République du Cameroon. Now Ambazonia fighter they be act. Now we see here their Cameroon military, their Cameroon military, their spokesperson that Atanfak Giamo, he don't can talk say na fire be there, they be get a fire exchange between Cameroon army and the Ambazonian fighters and the way we been a completely lie. So that thing in that way it happen. We don't also see say for Babisi, they don't execute 2 prisoners the way it be there for inside their gendarme custody. Where they be suspect them say na Ambazonian fighter they don't move them shoot them for their head, throw their dead body them for inside Babisi. Also for Bambili, we don't say they don't start burn houses then right for inside Bambili. It come for town. All man need for stand up like one for talk. We also want talk say how La République du Cameroon they succeed now for use enabler them Me them go begin do diplomacy for use people like Maurice Kamto where they go talk, for use people them where they, like this Kawala and all these politicians, they go give this thing when I be see Kawala, if you go for America, they go talk, say me international community, then be quiet, say because Ambazonia they talk, their struggle will be based on lies, will be based on making promises to our people, so we will pay them salary. No, but not be the thing that way it happen. We will play the real thing the way it happen, we gonna see them for a while. But first we gonna see now the type of people in this way they spoil our struggle. Now commando this. Now commando this na a house away down by for Nigeria. A very big house commando down by now the person that the cartel that now this type of people the way they use them for spoil our struggle. Now the kind of person this week Sako they use them, they work and look people the way they forces of a ground zero where they specialize in kidnapping for give them some legitimacy why they go they pretend they represent it. Wanna hold on, give me a minute please. Ma connect this thing for speaker. But ma play this picture about you. And then I go connect am with speaker because my battery is die.
Number two, we are making sure that we declare.
Oops. The camera, I don't go press now. Wait, is Sophie here. Okay, well, sorry. I don't go press wrong button. It don't go show now my whole computer. Okay. Ma connect and back for.
Number two, we are making sure that we declare Ambazonia as an endangered people. In this light, because Cameroon has used brutality, genocide, with the aim of wiping us off the surface of the earth, it is important that the international community invoke various protection principles to protect the Ambazonian people as an endangered people. We will be reaching out to different institutions of the international system to make sure we call their attention to the plight of our people and the policies of Cameroon.
Okay, una sorry, my batteries be die, so now I go get them. So, La République du Cameroon, they succeed so far now because they use enabler them for go begin talk for the international community, me them no intervene, me them be silent, for convince them say the war no be the way we be. And the other side, they use infiltrator the way they don't infiltrate our struggle, like Samuel Sako, where it work a higher fighter than like commando. Now commando that na has a way down by for inside Nigeria, very big house. Now so a friend and send me this video them for a house in Nigeria. So it use this, it take advantage for this type of fighter them. Any fighter where they have ground zero where it do kidnapping for ransom, where the one begin it set up your own small things them. They go use those type of fighters, give them a semblance of legitimacy, make them begin carry out those activity them, while they go begin take a legitimacy for them for go begin destroy our struggle. Now say they succeed for destroy what will they do am. We need to understand that one. They only hope that for La République du Cameroon. So we need for clean house completely. We need for clean house. We need for clean house. They struggle for redefine our struggle in a way. I want to tell you exactly how we get where we are so that make una know how we go forward. How we do come for this situation where genocide it can't happen for our side, the Kiwi and the international community it be silenced. It be very important because for go forward we go know we'll reach to the place we did it because primarily we don't allow infiltrators them for set up policies and structure for our struggle where it make and the international community not be able to recognize us as an independent country, as a people the way they fight for their own people. Because you get other people the way they go for the Cameroon government, they use them for go for the international system, go tell them say this, so some of our people then want for remain with La République du Cameroon. Some of our people then they see the one vote now for federalism. Some of our people then they want something other than independence. All those type of indication where they give for them using the so-called parliamentarians, senators, political parties, church people. There's some blocks of person for day. So when I forget about those people, them I will monitor them. When I feel block them, I go block them. If I never block, I wanna leave them. But I block that particular one where they request, and so that I do my presentation without any. They say my block now. Who? Block Buffon. Yeah, he did first. My block it before I come back to our presentation. They say my block now. Who? Block Buffon. Where is the Buffon? Yeah, he did first. My block it before I come back to our presentation. I need to see me the man self for my phone. Oh. They say my block now. Who? Block. Where is the Buffon? Yeah, he did first. My block it before I come back to our presentation. I need to see me the man self for my phone. Okay. I'm blocky. Okay, maybe we'll continue our presentation. So that is how La République du Cameroon they don't succeed till now. Now for use Ambazonians, because they don't get any case. Maybe we'll continue our presentation. Must stop this thing, they interfere with the volume. La République du Cameroon have succeeded so far because they have succeeded to keep the international community silent and to stop them from recognizing us by doing two things. The first thing is that they are using enablers, using people from our territory to go and campaign in the international community to declare to suppress what is actually happening, to tell the international community that the Cameroon government is not there to kill our people and it is not a genocide. When I already see the video I'm playing for Agbobala, how be the campaign for define the issue as not a genocide. I go play the video again just for case of person where the one come since that don't be interrupted. Make una hear.
Look at the people who were living in Bamenda, Kumba, and Boya going to East Cameroon. And it defeats our argument of a genocide. For those who use genocide on social media, how can you be running away from a genocide and you're going to the place controlled by the genocide there? It doesn't make sense. It flies in the face of logic. Who in the international community will...
So those are the people like Abobala Asuna the Siam for day, where they can make the case for the international community on behalf of Cameroon government, say it is not a genocide. Those are how they don't get away with all this thing, and una need to understand because I said they go take and for see escape again with this one. They go begin saying this type of people. Me then go to inform the international community, say this was just a one-time job. When I see the Kunny people, they go to come again for do the same thing. When I see how they be saying Kawala for America, Kawala go for America, go begin tell the America say me them be silenced because say when the international community they show concern, it encourage Ambazonia for fight more. Like so, no being a human being them. All these slaves, this slave mentality, these assimilated politicians, the way they feel say they feel succeed for continue for do the play that politics for scratch my back and scratch your own for La République du Cameroon. Now them they give that legitimacy, now they give that power for Cameroon government to continue. And would one call on them, say me then see the incident for Ngarbuh and realize and say the relationship between the two Cameroons them it can be breached beyond repair. And we the youth, the never again generation, will not go surrender, will not go rethink, will not go compromise our demand for independence. So if they be feel say Cameroon government, they go give them some chance, play the politics, and give them enough time for kill our people them for our use them, kill our people in our village until we go surrender. It no go happen. We no go surrender. No matter how many Ambazonian fight away they go kill them, we go continue the fight. So now time for the Cameroon, the so-called Ambazonians, their elites them, where they don't be silenced up till now, for them for stand and for talk the truth. Say now a genocide they go and the people the one withdraw. Now time for them for end the criminal silence. All the so-called parliamentarians, the way they don't lost their seat, where they be get a chance for resign, they no resign. All the men of God, where they be don't be silenced. Kadina Tumi stop your Kunny. Now time for all of them for stand up, for tell the international community, for tell Mr. Pobia say enough is enough. That village where they born and now our village them. Now our village them. They don't born even Kadina Tumi village. The time for that political correctness it don't end. Now time for all Ambazonian them within the Cameroon system, their civil society for withdraw, for talk say will not continue, for allow or for be part of a government or a political system where it be bent on committing genocide on our own people. This one should be the last straw where you go break that camel back. See me all then come back home. Would you also see, say another way where Cameroon government it don't use them for succeed, for keep the international community not be able to recognize us. Now for make sure say our leadership for the people ready to represent our independence, me them be removed from the scene by kidnapping Seseko Ayoktabi. Even after they kidnap Seseko Ayoktabi, even before they kidnap it, they be make sure some will be divided by using infiltrators within our system who do not want us to unite. They are using people who will refuse, that legitimate leaders will not unite, bringing all type of excuses, instigating agent provocateur, provoking each and every one of us not to come together so that they can take control of our revolution and steer it back to Yaoundé. That is how they brought in Sako and the Kabar, who by their actions are taking us back to Yaoundé. If I be being a lie man, Sako he walked them, if for shame me, if for put me for shame. But he lies after lies after lies. He show say he pretend for talk one thing for the Ambazonia people, but in reality he do the other. Leak information after leak information with the communication for La Republique, their sabotage, instigating our people to fight against the United Nations in order to stop the United Nations, to give La Republique an excuse not to allow the UN to do a fact-finding mission, sending Chris Ano to tell our people to go and attack the UN. Those are all evidence. Their fruit is defining them, not what Capo Daniel is saying. If I was lying, they would not be doing what they are doing. By instituting a policy of county by county so that we cannot project a unified structure of defense that can make our territory attractable for a peacekeeping mission by the United Nations. That is how La République du Cameroon have succeeded, and we have to know that, we have to identify that. They have succeeded by making sure we don't have a leader who is competent, by bringing primitive excuses and our people are following it blindly. So I don't want to open my eyes so that make una adjust on self, make we win. I will play some of those challenges where these agents provocateurs and agents of La République du Cameroon they repose them. One of the things we they repose and where our population they pick up, where I want address them. Now the question where they ask you say, why must ADF dey for Bui? Why the ADF must dey for Manfe? Why the ADF must dey for Meme? Why the ADF must dey for Fako? Why the ADF must dey for Ambazonia? In another word, ADF should be wiped out. That is the logic their infiltrators have implanted in our struggle by promoting a county by county exclusive right. As a matter of fact, the ADF is supposed to be everywhere because the ADF is also everywhere. Every force have the right to be everywhere. That is the only pragmatic way, and we all know that is the truth. General Arake should have the right to be everywhere he wants to be. That is how we have always fought this battle. That is how we get the success we had so far. Now the same policy way General Mba Ivo be the use them, now the same policy way General Epang the use them. But somehow they don't see say our people they not be well informed and well educated. They don't plan some idea where it look seemingly good from the outside, but the intention of to destroy our struggle. They make our people they raise this question: why should ADF be in Bui? Of course, there are forces in Bui that are fighting for the ADF. There are sons of Bui, funds from Bui. Of course, the Montana way then catch it for inside Bengui, na Bengui Pikin, na Meta Pikin. He's supposed to fight for day. Of course, the ADF the way they be there for inside Lebialem, na Lebialem Pikin them. Of course, the vice president for the AGOV na Lebialem Pikin. The spokesperson of the ADF na Lebialem Pikin, ba Ivo Tanku na Lebialem Pikin. So we get for the all place. All man get the right for go all place. I get right for support any force way. I get right for talk about any force because I been an Ambazonian. They go make and suit some of our own gullible people go start asking and say, Capo Daniel, go begin talk only about a particular group. Go begin talk only about things where it happen for your village. No can talk about where it happen for Bui. No talk about where it happen for Manfe. Talk only thing where it happen for your village. Now they are way for suppress we and destroy we. And somehow these things then be it sound normal for some of our people, their brain, but at the end, nothing will it be meant for destroy we will need for stop them. The national forces then get right for fight for all sides. Now the only effective way and smart way we fight them, hit and run, guerrilla warfare. We forces them, the contender force, they regroup themselves, select the best of the best, form a team where them be well armed, where they face La Republic, go attack for one place, come on, go attack for another place, and they need to be welcomed by all the communities and all genuine fighting forces for Amazonia, because now the right thing, now the best strategy for do am. So that's so it's supposed to be. If one of the see people the way they push this agenda, for question why the ADF need to be for some place, for question why some specific activists they need to report only about specific incident, about specific groups or specific place, then those people are working against the interest of our struggle, either by their gullibility or because they have handlers from La Republique who are controlling them, or they are influenced by negative campaign by La Republique du Cameroon forces. We want to condemn again the call for people to attack francophones. This we did not succeed during the period of Skakouf because we were calling on our people to attack La Republique du Cameroon. We succeeded because we defined the issue properly, that this is a state-by-state issue. It is a problem between Southern Cameroons and the French Cameroon. The enemies are there to redefine it in a way that we cannot have recognition and respect in the international communities by reducing a state against a state issue to become a people against a people, francophone against anglophones, English against French. They are redefining it through their Kunny by asking you to go and fight against francophones, to go and kill francophones. If they kill francophones, go and kill their own person. We reject that notions completely. And there is one video of somebody who is putting the leg behind a francophone back that they want to kill him. We have shown that video here. We want to disclaim that we don't know that fighter. It is not a fighter. These are people working for La Republique. So be mindful of people who come and tell you to go and attack francophones. They are trying to redefine our issue. Be mindful of people who tell you to go and do things that are going to be counterproductive. Their only hope is to redefine our issue the same way the enablers are redefining our issues. That is the same way infiltrators are trying to redefine our issues by pitching one against another, by giving bad theory, bad advice, bad counsel to make people question why an activist will perform activism in another place. And this thing sounds so good that even our own people are being deceived. I'll play an audio from one of our activists giving a statement, I think, after he have been fed by this propaganda. Listen to him.
My brother, I salute you. You don't talk fine. Actually, I want back again the administrator. I don't know whether I will go out of the rules, but I just want to explain something.
This is an audio from one of the chat group that I participate.
Like a problem. Okay, Tiwa try for talk na the more we promote people and say you be more Amazonian than the other person, we no go ever get peace. The more you tell the other man say you get powers, more powers than the other person, will not go ever get peace. The more you tell one person saying now you supposed for control past the other man, will not go ever get peace, will not ever get unity, will not ever get collaboration. We will only continue for this attitude of fighting, because this man will talk say now me I be big man, the other man will refuse say no, will not be you be big man.
So when I hear what way that activist is talking, a legitimate Amazonian activist, but way that be misled and it be completely wrong. The whole idea, and I say they want push this logic. Say the more you talk, say Ayabacho na leader, the more we will fight. The more you talk, say so one group better pass another, and the more we will fight. Of course, it sounds very good for the ear, for a lay person, for hearing like this one. But the truth for the matter, and I say, for every society, for every movement, so one person need to stand for before. It be important we get leader. We need to organize ourselves as a group. They go come but talk say group, you know, fine. Hey, we go cancel all name them. But at the same time, they push another names. They go come talk say, hey, we go not get no leader. No, now because we not over talk about Ayabacho, now why that we need one supportee? No, even that way they be talk about Siseko, some people they not be one supportee. They want the same will not get leader. Now the essence that the no one will talk about leader. But we need to talk about leadership because it be important. We need to encourage me one person is stand for before. It will be important. They can't talk say, hey, no, make me all group them. We no want me on one group. It be say na it be strong. We no want me one group. Because say the international system, then one for see we will get one group, one commander, me would work like one. That oneness be very important. They want to dilute our posture, dilute our presentation. Now the thing in that way they struggle for do and make now shine on the eye for see all these tactics and way infiltrators they use them. When I remember for tactics and way collaborators and enabler they use them. Then when I go know how we go fit do the right things for do them. We need for to speak as one person. All Ambazonia forces then get right for fight for any place where you be occupied. Any place where you get like Republic to come around their activity, Ambazonia forces then get right for attack for day. The one the way they talk say what people don't have to make us say what people they fight now because of money by using money for encourage them. No, we therefore have provide ammunition for self-defense. So they want try for redefine our issue them. I go play on a video, me gonna see how they try for talk say they so have soldier them. They fight now only for palava money. They no one they fight now. They also bring this idea where some around get some of them even including congressman recently, one of our prisoners of war, he also preach about the one blame saying that because of self-defense now why that Cameroon government they kill our people. That one a defeatist mentality. That type of a mentality where you talk say Cameroon the key winner because we fight. No, we get the right for fight. Their army will fight a legitimate fight. They get right for fight against we, and we'll be sure say they no fit win. Every time we then go kill our population, it be on them. Now their crime, now their head, there is no justification to kill the people in Ngarbuh. So that defeatist mentality, for say they go blame Ambazonia, they go even go back for go blame Daddy. Say now because ADF we go launch a self-defense force now why that Cameroon government the Kiwi. No, they the Kiwi because they no one make we talk so one separation or independence. Now why that way they be key Akum Julius. Now why that way they be behead Tom Sawyer. Now why that way they burn our villages, they key innocent civilian them. Now why that way they key baby Mafo, cut mommy happy, born mommy happy for he has alive. Because say they the one use killing, raping, maiming, barbarism, and genocide as a means to suppress our aspiration. The only thing where the one will do never come to that conclusion. Say for we for give up our fighting, for we for give up our demand. Then we go embrace, they go embrace we like a subjugated people, bring we back for inside Cameroon, wipe our tears, begin give we crumbs, we will begin go back for slavery. But we won't reject them. We be a never again generation. We will fight for the right for our territory for become independence, now our God-given right. La Republic du Cameroon, their reaction be on them. The more they struggle for fight, because them be illegal and not only an illegal way they use them for keep we together, they go end up committing genocide. They go put their president for the international criminal justice and they go punish them. They go recognize we because our people then get right to express themselves. Their attempt for use power for suppress and ban the expression of political organization and campaign by the Consortium for Independence and to allow their enablers and collaborators to come in and stage an expression of a particular political opinion of unified Cameroon through that political participation in that election will not work because we have rejected that election. Our people have boycotted and we will continue to establish the will of our people, which is for independence and nothing but independence. So we must stand strong to make sure say go. Even when they bring the lie, I will play a video from the British Southern Cameroon Resistance Forces. Then when they don't come for demonstrate, they ask the population, when one will even drop our weapons, population say no. The population are demanding our Amazonian people to fight for their freedom. That is why they stay at home every Monday. They want no be manipulation from activists. No be manipulation with social media. We are not provoking anybody. This is coming from the people. So make I play the video from the British Southern Cameroon Resistance Forces. Them. Make una hear for ground zero. Wait till it happen. Now it is a ground zero. I'll play the video from my back. Make una watch them.
I go make una one thing. Now Amazonia this for inside now.
Now the wrong video that. I bring the right video.
Amazonia oye? Amazonia oye? Good. Una do una voting by.
So now our forces then this is ground zero. Now the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces then this is ground zero. A member of the contender force under General Arake, of course, doing a great job. That in this, now listen. Because La République du Cameroon, their collaborators and enablers, they won't give the impression for the international communities and for the people then back home. Say our forces are fighting because they are being instigated by the diaspora. No, that one a lie and a propaganda. Kadina Tumidi go as far as for campaign on the basis say our soldiers they fight because we don't promise them a salary of 400,000 per month. That one a lie and a fake. They use people like Success Congo and General Nambere for promulgate the same lies, and they use those same lies them for the international community as well. So now our forces then this is ground zero. These are the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces talking to the people, getting the mandate for the people because the mandate have been rejected from La République du Cameroon from government. They are asking our people, should we lay down our weapons? We're not here.
I know the year fine. You want a flag for waiting? You work from them the way where they want to know? Yes. Come back for old age. So when I clap. Good, good. You want a receipt of Ambassador? Yeah. Ambassador, yeah? Good. I don't come back as I be there before. My day when I waiting today, so I will stand for you. When I be don't get election for La République for, yeah? No.
So now the civil department that now the mobilizer of the population in that for ground zero, the people the way they represent this war for Ambazonia, our Ambazonian forces, there are many of them and they are fighting for a common cause for the independence. So they don't reject to give a mandate to govern, a consent to govern to the government of Cameroon and their collaborators. And our people are now being asked by our forces to demonstrate to the international community when I hear. They go ask them, should we lay down our weapons now that you have rejected to give the consent to govern to the government of Cameroon and their collaborators to represent our state within that system? Do you people want us to lay down our weapons? When I hear.
The answer me direct. First way we don't get them, may talk. When I be don't get election for La République for, yeah? No. When I the answer me direct.
No election.
First way we don't get them, may talk.
This is the population, they did not vote.
I tell you when I want thing today so. You get right for being La République. You get right for being Nigeria.
Yeah? No be by force.
You get right for being Amazonia. If we not decide say we drop the weapon, we say the weapon today. We drop this weapon them.
Go to this
video. We will drop an over here. We will keep down with AK over here. Yeah, captain. Yeah, stand so. If they decide, if Amazonia then decide say we drop the weapon them today, we will put our foot down here. Surrender, go for La République. So when I answer my question, I remember.
Not here? Not here?
May we put this weapon for that?
No. Not here.
This weapon for that? No.
So ground zero, then demand say me Ambazonia then pick up weapons. That is the representative of the British Southern Cameroon resistance forces, and he speaks on behalf of all the forces in ground zero. He captures the mission of all the self-defense forces of ground zero, of the Ambazonia Defense Forces and all the other forces. The British Southern Cameroon, he has spoken. They don't ask the population. Una want me to keep our gun for ground? They say no, we need una for fight for we. We need una for protect we against the atrocity of the Cameroon government, against the impunity of this genocidal government. We want una fight for we. And a wider way will get that duty for fight for the people because they don't ask separation. They don't ask outright independence. And our duty as sons and daughters of that land for fight and defend that land and for make sure say the international community recognize our independence. So nothing in that way they go on for ground zero. They even make a mock election. Me the people then choose which side they want them. Una want La République du Cameroon or una want Ambazonia, una choose them. Who said una want them? Now it is my bag una see.
Ambazonia people, una go achieve independence by joining La République du Cameroon, if we agree yes, if we agree yes, no, we put una hand up. Now la République du Cameroon, so we go achieve una independence by joining la République du Cameroon. We go achieve una independence by joining la République du Cameroon.
But I see na ground zero that our people in that this is the voice of the people.
Republic of Nigeria. This one is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We go achieve independence by joining the Federal Republic of Nigeria. No. We go achieve No. Okay. We don't deny the Republic. We don't deny Nigeria. That means say we want something different. This one now, the Federal Republic of Amazonia. Now this way don't start for here. Amazonia people them. If we don't make up our mind for being independent people them, we raise our hand up.
Now than that, ground zero have spoken. The people want independence and nothing but independence. Now time for the international community to recognize the Amazonia their right to determine their political outlook and determine their future. We are a state, we are an independent people, and we have to have that our right. It's our God-given right. It is enshrined in the United Nations. They have recognized us as a category B territory. We cannot go backward again. Our counterpart of the northern Cameroon who joined Nigeria, they are enjoying all political participation, enjoying self-governance, they are striving. But we, the people of the southern Cameroon, who have attained equal status, equal political progress like the people of the of French Cameroon, yet they have assimilated us, annexed us, and recolonized us. Our people in ground zero unanimously, more than they did not even have election in this area because they could not have election there. The people had boycotted 100%. The vast majority of our people, 99%, who are not motivated by money, who are not manipulated by social media, they have simply asked them the question: you want independence, or you want to join Cameroon, or you want to join Nigeria? Our people have opted for the option of outright independence, which is their right under international law, and we have that obligation to stand for them. And anybody who is enabling Cameroon government to undermine or suppress the voice of these people is working against the will of the people, is working against God. And I have said it again and I will repeat it again. La République du Cameroon have done so, have reduced our struggle, suppressed it, and tried to kill it using 3 measures. One is to use its enablers and collaborators, who are the so-called elites, to go and do counter-revolutionary presentation in the international community, like Agbobala and the rest, to convince the international community to stay quiet, to convince them that it is not a genocide, to convince them that it is a federal situation. They have also used their agents provocateurs to keep us divided, use them to redefine our revolution. We succeeded to destroy the notion that it was a language issue, but they have tried to redefine it by asking our people to attack francophones. They have tried to redefine it. That is how we get here. They have tried to define it by reducing it into a tribal issue, to say that no, it is county by county, everybody to speak about his county. Nobody should go and talk about this one here. Hey, don't talk about this one, you're not from this village. Don't go here. They have used a county by county issue to separate us and make it impossible to bring the logic to defeat the national agenda by saying that, making our people to start question, why should the ADF fight in Meme? Why should it fight in Fako? Why should it fight in Bui? Why did it fight in Mezam? Why should it fight in everywhere? So that they'll come to the conclusion that the nationalist army do not need to fight. And once you do away with the nationalist army, you have dealt away with the entire national agenda, and you have reduced it into a village issue with so many factions. And the third way they have succeeded is to use their infiltrator, like Samuel Sako, to go around and recruit Amazonian forces who are not in line with the principle, corrupt forces that are engaged in kidnapping for ransom, and give them some semblance of legitimacy to take control of our ground, of our forces on the ground, and use them to kill other forces, use them to kidnap for ransom, They have been doing so from day one. The first day the Red Dragon came into Lebialem, they killed 9 Tigers fighters who were former members of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. They killed them. Since then, they have been doing the same thing from county to county, from their so-called local government to local government, and they are being enabled by Ambazonians who somehow have been convinced by certain activists that this is the right way because it sounds good and it looks good in their mind. So we want to open your eyes, not because we hate you, not because we are enemies, but for you to realize that if you belong to one of these structure or you are following one of these ideology, even though your intention may be for us to have independence, but your fruits will produce Cameroon Union. Even though they will come and pretend to you they are fighting for independence, but behind their instruction they are giving to you is the one that are going to make us not able to have that independence, by telling you to attack the UN, by telling you to kidnap your brother, by telling you don't allow this group to be here, this group is not supposed to be here. And those who are looking for position, they are not fighting because of other people or because of our independence. They will recruit them to become county head and they will be given money. They'll be given money. It's time for our people to realize this truth and to know that all forces must coexist and collaborate if they cannot unite. It is time for our people in the diaspora and those back at home to realize that we need to project a common leader who is competent to lead us. They'll come and tell you, don't call Ayabacho name, don't call this one, don't call Siseko name, don't call any leader name because they don't want you to call any name at all. Those people who say those things, they don't want you to call any name at all. That is the objective. So be wise and stand strong. We are winning and we are winning bigly. It is time for us to keep up the momentum. Make sure we stick to the principles that are going to make us to be efficient in this our revolution, so that we can get this revolution to its expected end. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. There are some few things that due to time constraint I cannot do it. It's already 6 a.m. in the morning. I need to prepare to go to work, but we need to continue to hold that ground. We call on our people for whole grass, the one of the diaspora. You have to sustain the resistance, pay more money, and we call on our Ambazonian people from Banso to call back home and ask your people to solve this problem. Do not allow infiltrators to manipulate those forces in your areas to have this false ideology that Bui should have only one force called Bui warriors, and by so doing they are going to win. No, they cannot liberate Bui, but they can liberate Ambazonia. We cannot liberate any county. That is the truth about it. Alone, we can try to control it, but against a mighty army like Cameroon, it will be dynamic and temporal control. Dynamic and temporal control. To be realistic, we can only win Ambazonia. We cannot win any county. I'm telling you because this is a no Kunny talk show. We cannot win Bui. We cannot win Mezam. We cannot win Bafut. We cannot win county by county. We can win nation, Ambazonia. That is the truth. Believe it. Hold it strong and sponsor your group in your local area, but prioritize the national army. And we thank the British Southern Cameroon Resistance Forces for their wonderful job of mobilizing our people, and we encourage every force to do the same thing and to focus on the common enemy like the Republic of Cameroon. Any force you see, even in Bui, the ADF, they arrested forces from the Bui warrior who came to attack them in their own area because they have been manipulated every time they attack them there. And General Hassan decided to release their weapon. He released their weapon because he says that you cannot be using the weapon of other people to go and fight. You go against the normal principle. That is how the ADF is. So we have to be rational. We have to stand on principle. And we are going to succeed if we remain on principle. And we want to salute the one of the ADF soldier who committed suicide. We have seen propaganda against his image, but we want to salute his bravery. He fought so well with General Ebube. He died in his camp. He committed suicide. We know that during war, it is normal for soldiers to go through trauma. And this is as a result of our people pushing them this false ideology of Bui warrior. You must be Bui warrior. Be a Bui warrior and fight against the Republic. Nobody will disturb you. But when you are using it as a means to stop other people from fighting or to exercise their right to fight, then you are now coming against the struggle. So that is what is supposed to be, and that is what we call our people to wise up. Our bands of people, call your children and tell them, all man get the right to fight. Me gonna fight, focus for one enemy. Me gonna not begin fight each other. Now so one time. So thank you very much. May God bless you now. May we turn fine. We want for pay a tribute to the soldier who committed suicide. They call him, his scam name is Nordis. They call him the Nordis. That's why they call him the Nordis. We heard that he was traumatized, and when he was running inside the forest, running and said that Mami Watari follow you, Mami Watari follow you. And we think that he's just too traumatized by the war. He has been fighting for over 3 years. Actively, he's always going on guard, doing his duty. He has never failed to go on any mission. He was a faithful soldier, and I've tried to reach out to see whether we can also support the family for grieving for him. And we condemn anybody who is trying to manipulate his images to make up stories about his death. That is regrettable. General, adios. You'll be remembered forever. How honorable it is to lay down your life to die for other people to live. That is a righteous thing. It is something that we should honor and we should always respect. It is more better for a youth to go and fight and die for his country to be free than to live and die, because at the end of the day we will all die. That is why we take risk. It is easy for me to stay home and just pretend that this struggle does not exist, but it is better for us to sacrifice to make sure that other people will live free. That is the right thing to do. That is the honorable thing to do. That is the right legacy to live. And that is what even the Bible preaches. It is an honorable thing, and we should fight and fight until independence. There shall be no surrender. There shall be no consideration of compromise. We shall never live less than who we were meant to be. We were meant to be a free people. God has given us that freedom. It is there in international law. We have the rights to separate. God bless you. Adios, Camara, the Nordis. We'll look for his name. We cannot post his picture because Facebook will just block us. So God bless you all. Have a good day. Shalom. Hold grass. Respect the Independent Day to show the world that everybody wants independence in Ground Zero. God bless you. Shalom.